Good morning, everyone. My name is Lorenzo, and for today's debate, I will be in favor of the right to repair. At its core, this debate is about power. Who has the right to control the things we own? When you buy a product, whether it's a smartphone, computer, or even a tractor, you should have the freedom to fix it, maintain, and extend its life. But today, manufacturers use restrictive design, software laws, and legal barriers to block that freedom. We believe that's wrong. Today, I will show you how the lack of repair rights causes them three major problems. Let's take a closer look. Denial of ownership. The first harm is simple. Consumers don't really own what they buy. Across the country, companies are using digital locks, proprietary screws, and even copyright laws to prevent people from fixing their own devices. This means you can replace your own phone battery, a farmer can fix their tractor, and much more. Kevin O'Reilly of the U.S. Public Interest Research Group says it clearly. You bought the product, you should be able to fix it. But under current rules, you're just renting with restrictions. Copyright law, especially the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, is often used to criminalize the repair efforts. As a result, people lose autonomy. They're forced to go through manufacturer-approved repair service, often at inflated prices and long wait times. In some cases, they are denied repair altogether. This isn't just inconvenient, it's a violation of consumer rights. The Federal Trade Commission 2021 Nixing the Fix report confirms that there is scant evidence to justify these restrictions. The report finds that manufacturers have created artificial barriers, not for safety but for profit. Economical injustice. Second, the lack of repair rights leads to widespread economic harm, especially for lower income and rural communities. According to Nathan Proctor, also of the U.S. Public Interest Research Group, Americans lose about $40 billion every year due to limited repair options. That's $330 per household, money that could be saved if repairs were more accessible. And this harm isn't spread evenly. Families who can't afford new devices rely on fixing old ones. People in rural areas often live far from corporate repair centers, and they depend on local shops or sometimes themselves. But manufacturers actively shut out independent repair shops by withholding parts, tools, and manuals. Even worse, small repair businesses, often locally owned and operated, can't compete. The Federal Trade Commission investigation found that independent repair services are just as effective and safe as official ones, but they are being squeezed out of the market by anti-competitive practices. And let's no longer forget about farmers. Companies like John Deere use software locks to block access to diagnostics and repairs. Tech journalist Cory Doctorow explains, when you can't fix your own tools, you can't do your job. These restrictions mean delays during harvest season, higher costs, and less control over essential equipment. And last problem, environmental damage and new waste. The third major harm is environmental. When people can repair their devices, they are forced to throw them away and buy new ones. That creates a cycle of waste and pollution. According to the United Nations Global E-Waste Monitor, the world generated 53.6 million metric tons of electronic waste in 2019, and the number is rising. Only 17.4% of it was properly collected and recycled. As Nathan Proctor rightly points out, it's bad enough that devices are hard to fix, but making them unfixable by design is wasteful and unethical. By blocking repairs, companies force people to replace what they could have fixed, worsening the climate crisis and increasing the global waste burden. Overall, the right to repair gives power back to the people. It supports local jobs, lower costs for families, and drastically reduces e-waste. It makes our economy fairer, our device lasts longer, and our world a little cleaner. For all these reasons, I strongly affirm to the right of repair. Thank you.